Hi, I'm Yi Jiang.
Hi, I'm Yi Cao. Today we want to give a presentation of our ICS 2022 final project. It's about GUI and online gaming. In this case, my teammate and I choose dodgeball game. So here's our introduction. Our motivation for this project is that we want to add convenience, entertainment, and security to the unit projects. So accordingly, we use GUI to make the operations more convenient. We add the dodgeball game and emojis to better entertain our clients. Also, our clients need passwords to log in, so it better secure their accounts. Here's the demo of our final project. So as you come to the login page, you can type in your user's name. Your password will appear in asterisk to better protect your privacy. If you click register again, it will tell you user already exists. We'll just log in. So you can see the function of unit projects are appearing buttons here. So it will be more convenient for users to operate. To demonstrate other function, I will open another client page. If you try to use the same user's name to register, it won't work. So we will just change a user's name. And now they can chat with each other. First, we need to connect them. You can see this function called send an emoji, so they can send cute emojis to each other. We also have update users list. The status 1 means CYJ is already in chat. You can also see chat group members. Now, most importantly, is about our function for dodgeball game. As two users already log in and connect to each other, you can see that there's a button called Start a Dodgeball Game. You click it and the game will start. The attacker is controlled by mouse, the defender is controlled by up and down arrow, and he can press K to catch the ball or just dodge the ball.
Here comes our discussion part. In this part, we will discuss about some modification that we have done to the GUI and the game that we developed by ourselves. The modification that we have done to this chat system is that now we can use just the buttons to use this chat system, which is more convenient. Second, let's see a new function that I invented for this chat system, which is update users list. By using this function, we can have a users list and a group member list at the right side of the chat system. We first send out a message in the GUI, and when chat state machine receives this message, it will use protocol to get the result from the server so that the user list can be updated. Then let's see some more improvement that we have done to this chat system. First is in the login page. We added a password and the register function. In this way, the login page now looks like this. When registering, the user can input the password so that the system will check the account when the user log in. It makes the system more safe. To achieve this, we modify the chat server code. In this code, it opens an account txt file, which contains all the accounts and password that is registered. Also, to make this login page safer, we trace the password input. So when the user input the password, it may show the stars, but it may continue to be the right password. Next, let's see a method that I have used to help improve this system, which is using loop to create a list of buttons. This is used in the connecting function and in the emoji function. It first creates a list of buttons, and then it shows it in the window. So in this case, no matter how many number of people or emoji there are, it will be convenient to just connect to the people by simply clicking the button. The same thing is to the emoji. So here I would like to emphasize this function lambda function, which helps us to put parameter into the function, which makes any of two buttons independent to each other. Here is the game that we designed for this project. It is a dodgeball game. Mainly the attacker throw the ball and the defender try to escape or catch the ball. For the attacker, there are 5 main elements. The first two are the precision of the mouse, and the third one is a list of ball, which we will introduce it later. And the last two are the score for attacker and defender. The attacker uses the click on the mouse to shoot the ball. For the defender, there are 3 main elements. The first two are the position of the defender, which he can change using the keyboard up and down and left and right. And the flag of catch is controlled by the key K to catch the ball. The ball class is a class that we designed for this game. It has 2 main functions. The first one is move, which uses this formula to make the ball move in a straight line and decide whether it's out of border. The second one is quite important, which is hit or catch. It is depending on the distance to decide whether the defender catch the ball or he missed the ball or the ball hit him. In the game mode, we actually created a list of balls so that we can have many balls separately, independently going in this game. What is a problem here is that the ball cannot be directly transmitted in the transmission. So we transmit the position instead of the class and created a new ball class and the new ball list in the other side. Now we have seen how the game runs. Let's see how we integrate the game into the chat system. We directly define game as a class, so we can directly put socket from GUI into the game class. During the game, according to the character, they send and receive the message for always. Like for the attacker, he send out the attacker information and receive the defender information. In the chat server, we define a self.gameStatus, which the first 5 is the attacker's information and the last 3 is the defender's information. In the game, we actually keep the message transmitting so that we achieve a real-time gaming mode.
Let's move on to the analysis part. There are 2 improvements that we think is possible. First is to improve the appearance of our chat system and make it look more like WeChat and similar apps.
Secondly, we can create a multiple chatting room, which we can, by simply switching the window, switch the chatting room so that we can chat with different people at the same time. We have a primary thought that we can create a list of window or a list of threading to achieve this function in the future.
Finally, we want to talk about our impression to this project. So my teammate Yichen and I are both freshmen, and ICS is our first programming course in NYU Shanghai. And we found debugging is exhausted, but coding is so fun. We learned many things about GUI, etc. during this process. Also, cooperation is very important. It is a vital skill to understand each other's code and work together. That's all for today's presentation. Thank you.